Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Is it good afternoon? Alexa, what's the time, please? Oh dear, it's going to be one of those days, isn't it? No, it's not good afternoon, guys. It's 11:30. It's 30 minutes past 11. I do apologise. I've been up since 5:15. 5:15. Absolutely knackered, and I'm absolutely boiling hot, sticky hot. I don't know what to do with myself. So guys, I got up 5:15. I tried to lie back down, but I couldn't really get back to sleep properly. Once I'm awake, I don't know about anybody else, I can't get myself back down to sleep, and it's been hot. It's been terribly hot. Just moving about, you sweat, and I've got shorts on, I've got a t-shirt, and I feel like I'm in a sauna. So I got up. I was just like moving about, doing things inside the flat, and then I went out for a walk. I think it was just after 7, and I just took it slowly, walked out up onto the field, and just walked my dog, walked Max. They were drilling in the Mercedes building. It sounded like the dentist drill. That's what it sounds like every time I walk past it in the morning. Someone's in that building. They're working on the cars, aren't they? They're working on the cars. So just let Max off for a walk. Let him off the lead. And just went for a walk, and I was so tired I don't even remember. I mean, I've obviously taped the walk, but I'm having difficulty actually remembering. So this is where recording yourself comes in handy, because I can look back and think, oh, I did that. Yeah, I was going to go out to the shop first, but when I went out to the shop first yesterday, it was a horrible experience. So I thought, right, I'm going to take Max out for a walk first, and that'll take 40 minutes off. And there shouldn't be any cleaners about and all the noise. So that's why I went for a walk first this morning. I didn't have any breakfast. I didn't have banana. So I didn't eat anything. I didn't have a cup of tea. I just took my bottle of water and took Max on the field for a walk, and we had a fairly good walk. And I came back home and dropped Max off, because I don't take my dog into the shop, and I walked up the road, went into the co-op, I grabbed a basket. There was a Chinese gentleman behind the desk. You know, I jokingly said in a video last night about the Yakuza. So when I walked into the co-op this morning, there was a Chinese gentleman serving. I don't know whether they were father and son, but there was 2 Chinese gentlemen in the co-op. So there was an older one and a younger one. So I grabbed a basket, and food prices are expensive, and I've got to last until Tuesday. So food prices are expensive. So I'm looking around, I'm trying to not get distracted, and all I keep seeing is the prices are hiking up and up and up and up. The prices are phenomenal. So a Yuzu used to be, way back when, 85p, £1.60 for one drink. They're not going to sell at that price. If you price things too high, people aren't going to buy it. Simple. They're not going to buy it. If it's too high, then people ain't going to buy it. When you can go into a pound shop and buy a 1 litre Yuzu for less than 160, people are not going to buy a small tiny Yuzu for that price. So I'm not buying them. when they come back down to £1.10, even £1.20, but not £1.60, that's far too much. It's too much. Part of a meal deal, yeah, but no, I'm not, you know, that's ridiculous. So I looked at the yuzus, too expensive. And then I thought, right, I'm going to get, I want two meals. I think it was for about £6.50. And I got those, got my loaf of bread, because bread you can have beans on toast, you can have sandwiches. So I got my bread. And before you know it, 20 quid's gone and you've hardly got anything for the money. So I'm going to show you what I got. It came to £20 and I didn't get anything. I did not get anything special. So we got some standard bananas. I treated myself to a chocolate bar, just one. That was over £1. Reese's Nutrageous, and they're shrinking. So just one chocolate bar. The meals I got a British chicken chow mein with egg noodles. These were two for £6.50. And Thai red curry with jasmine rice. Now, microwave meals used to be about £1.50 each. So £6.50 for two. It's just getting unbelievably ridiculous, the cost of living. Right, so four yogurts, strawberry, peach and apricot Muller yogurts. Four, used to get 6, just 4, £3. So the meal, with the meals and the yogurts, that's £10 gone already. Just the meals and the yogurts. And then I've got the breads. I've got 2 packets of ham. That was £13. One drink, 55p, because I'm a co-op member. A couple of donuts. Where does the money go, guys? Where does it go? A couple of donuts. I needed toilet rolls as well. I had to get 4 toilet rolls. So I got Black Label raspberry cheesecake donuts. 2 of those. And they're tiny. So I really hardly got anything at all. £20 gone. With the remaining money, I bought a box of cat food yesterday. I'm going to have to buy another one over the weekend. I'm going to have to buy another box of cat food. I'm going to need some more water. It's just impossible to actually live. When I do a shop for a couple of weeks, I'm just going to have to get a load of tin stuff, a load of noodles, a load of tin stuff, a load of noodles, and just be very careful with how I spend my money. I think the best thing to do is to split the money into 2, because I used to get paid every 2 weeks and now it's every month and I'm struggling how to manage it. So what I'm going to have to do is like split the money. Don't just be strict with myself and don't touch any of them. So one lot of 2 weeks, that money and that money, and make sure the rent's paid and everything else. It's just ridiculous because it's just impossible. It's the cost of living. packet of biscuits is double the biscuits. A simple packet of biscuits. You know the good old days when you'd run out of money and you had like a couple of quid left and you can go into Sainsbury's and get a couple of packets of biscuits for 30p each. Those days have gone. You know, I used to have £2 left and I could get a tin of that, a packet of biscuits, You can't do that anymore. You can't do that no more. You get left with 2 quid, you're lucky if you can get a loaf of bread in some shops. It's absolutely crazy, ridiculous. So you're just paying your bills and struggling to eat, and you've got nothing left for anything else. That's it. That's what it's going to be like. I have got to be really careful. I won't be able to go shopping, as in shopping. I mean, obviously, if my trainers bust and I need a pair of shoes, or I need like essential items, yeah, I will replace them. But I ain't going to be able to do very much. It's up because the cost of living, everything is going on food and toiletries, shampoo, 3-4 quid, and these products are half empty. They're not even full anymore. Somebody on TikTok opened a deodorant and it wasn't even half full. You know, one of those stick deodorants, yeah, it wasn't even half full. So it looked full because it was covered in packaging. When the woman opened it, it wasn't even half full. They're not even filling the products. The crisps have shrunk. There's hardly anything in them. The sweets are tiny. People are hungry still. You eat something and you're still hungry. It's ridiculous. And the cat and the dog food, if you've got a cat and a dog, that's all gone up. It's crazy, ridiculous. So I got what I could with I wanted to spend 15 quid, not 20, but never mind. So I went to the counter with the products because there was a load of schoolgirls in the shop at around 8 o'clock. There was schoolgirls in the shop all over the tills, singing in the shop, schoolgirls. So I went to the counter with my basket and the Chinese guy didn't really understand English very well. He didn't. So I just was trying to ask him, you know, he just wasn't understanding what I was saying and I wasn't understanding what he was saying. I didn't get a receipt. He was nice, he was polite, he put my stuff in bags. I didn't get a receipt. I've got about 10 quid left, which is gonna have to get cat food with that and water. But people just can't afford to live. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. The prices of just food is ridiculous. And it's not even decent. It doesn't taste as nice. I don't know what's going on, but I picked up the newspaper as well because I like to keep up to date with the news. Whatever I've done with the newspaper. What have I done with the newspaper? It is so hot. I'm sweating just sat down. I'm sweating just sat down, guys. So, I like to keep up to date with the news. That's me. The Sun. Labour faced claims of vote rigging yesterday after announcing plans for the UK voting age to drop to 16. MasterChef presenter John Turode was sacked by the BBC for allegedly using the N-word twice. Oh dear, oh dear. The Sun understands he repeated lyrics from rapper Kanye West's hit Gold Digger, which contained the racial slur, at an after-work gathering 6 or 7 years ago. Terode, 59, vehemently denies ever using the N-word, but he is said to have used it again while chatting to a pal on the BBC show's production team. Yesterday, Richard Osman, former co-host on BBC quiz show Pointless, said Terode had used the worst racial slur and that the allegations were watertight. Well done to Jessie J. Singer Jessie J is to make her TV comeback on Strictly Come Dancing following successful breast cancer surgery. Yeah, well done to Jessie J. I love Jessie J's lyrics, her songs. Camilla turned 78. She's a year younger than my mother, Jennifer. Camilla is 78. When is she 78? Queen Camilla celebrates another chapter in a photo to mark her 78th birthday. She was pictured reading crime novel The Grey Wolf by Louise Penny below at her private home in Wiltshire. The snap was posted on the royal family's social media yesterday. The caption said, "Thank you for the wonderful well wishes on Her Majesty's 78th birthday. The day was marked by a 41 gun salute by the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery in Green Park, central London." So she's a year younger than my mum, Camilla Parker Bowles. She's my mum's age, near enough. So, Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1967, a patent was issued for a new golf ball with hinged flaps to steady its flight. Its inventor argued it would add to the general happiness of mankind. Unsurprisingly, this below-par idea didn't catch on.
Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 11:47 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Friday the 18th of July.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
In Rochester, it's 25 degrees Celsius with mostly sunny skies. Today, you can expect lots of clouds, with a high of 30 degrees and a low of 18 degrees. Also, there's a yellow warning for thunderstorms in effect from Friday 18th of July, 9 p.m. to Saturday 19th of July, 12 a.m.
Well, at the moment, it doesn't look like I'm going to take Max out for a walk because it's 25 degrees. I'm sweating, just sat down. So the sun's out as well. So it doesn't look like I should be going anywhere this afternoon. It's too hot. It's ridiculously hot. So that's that. Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
What's the difference between a wizard and a spelling bee contestant? One conjures spells, and the other spells conjures.
And Alexa, which celebrity was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 18th of July include Ben Askren, Priyanka Chopra Jonas, Nelson Mandela, Canelo Alvarez, and Vin Diesel.
Right guys, there's just one other thing I want to say about going into the co-op this morning. A weird man. So we're talking about the co-op Rochester Riverside about 8 o'clock this morning. A weird man. I was waiting at the counter with my black basket with my stuff in it. This weird man walks into the co-op, comes over near me, stares at me and opens a can like that. Just opens a can near me and he walks off. I get distracted. I was going to get the guy on camera, but I got distracted by the man behind the desk. He kept, this man, it shocked me. I was just stood there. This man walks in, comes over to me and pulls a can, and then he walks off. about 8 o'clock this morning. I know, just pulling a can. But why would you go into a co-op with a can of drink? Why would you go into a co-op with a can of drink and then open it near someone's face? Why would you do that? So these weird things happen when I'm out into the shops. I didn't say a word because at the end of the day, if you start shouting and you have an incident where you need to call the police, that puts you in a bad light. I didn't shout or say a word. He just came into the shop, grey-haired guy. I'll never forget his face. He looked so odd as well, like he was on something. Anyway, it hasn't stopped me doing what I've wanted to do. It was a bit of a shock because I was just stood there and he comes over, pop, and then walks off. It's just an odd thing to do. I came back home, put my bits away, and I did a live stream on TikTok inside my flat, not outside on the balcony, inside the flat. I don't want to get sunburnt and smell drugs, so I'm doing my live stream indoors. It's a very hot day today. The sun's been shining. Thanks to my mum, I've got some bits and pieces to eat over the weekend, and it's not going to be as bad as I thought it was, right? So whatever that guy's aim was this morning, he hasn't upset me. He hasn't. I'm still. The reason I'm not going out this afternoon is because it's too hot. It's melting weather, melting. So I'm going to go now. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later.